Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another ONDS video on us. We got an 8K current report right now. Let's talk about the catalyst here. And if you saw my stream in the morning, you know I was I was playing this one. I got in real quick and flipped it, but I should have bought it open. Whatever. In hindsight, it is what it is. I made my money. But yeah, this thing got news, and of course, it pumped about 20% plus. So let's go over the news, and then we'll look at some technicals. ONDS announced a 10 million strategic investment in Worldview Enterprises Inc. and signed a partnership agreement on today. The collaboration aims to develop integrated multi-domain intelligence surveillance and surveillance. People have been having a problem with that word. Like, no, we don't want everyone being surveilled. Reconnaissance solutions by combining Worldview's high-altitude balloon systems with ONDAS unmanned aircraft systems capabilities. Strategic integrate stratospheric persistence with tactical autonomy for layered ISR coverage. They plan on targeting customers across the U.S. Department of War, Department of Homeland Security. Okay, so I can break this down for you real easy. Ready? This whole report is basically saying, guys, strategic investment, collaboration. We're trying to get contracts from the Department of War, Homeland Security, etc. That's what we're trying to get contracts from the government. That's literally what this says. Like when you remove all the garbage and you just focus in on what's important, that what's going to make you money is the catalyst that sends it, flying, aka government contracts. That's really what this says. Hey guys, we're looking for contracts. We're going to get them in the future, and the share price will react. That's really what this is what I look for. When I look at these kinds of reports, I look for what's, what is important to what's the catalyst in the future that's going to send this. So that's something to look forward to. Right now, it did pump quite a bit. I would see if it breaks out above 12. It's having a hard time today, but if it can break and hold above 12 by end of today, we should see a move to 13, then possibly 15. Of course, have a stop loss. Don't just throw money randomly, right? If you're gonna chase hoping it goes higher, you don't want to be the sucker that holds it all the way down. But up to you. It depends on how you're playing it. I'm going to wait for a dip. If the dip never comes, that's fine by me. We eventually get some kind of dip anyways to that purple line. So I would wait for the dip. If you're playing the breakout, you're playing the breakout above 12. You're looking for 13 to 15. So let me remove the technical analysis here. Yeah. So if you were to chase the breakout at 12s and you're holding for 13, that's about 7% return. If it goes to 15, that's a 25% return. So there you go. You're looking to play the breakout, hoping to make 7 to 25%. And if you're looking to buy the dip, let's see if it comes back down to like 10. That's a big level. 10. I don't know if it'll come down, but if it does, you're looking to buy at 10 and under, accumulate dollar cost average, do what you got to do, and then look to sell at 12 and 14 and 15. So of course, if it comes down to 10, it's going to be 20% return on the move back to 12 and so on. So yeah, it's up to you how you want to play it. You can either sit back and wait for the dip or play the breakout or do both, whatever. Maybe it breaks out and then it dips to 10. Either way, the strategy it's there. I just gave it to you. No, no frills, nothing. It's pretty easy. As long as you have a stop loss, then if you know what you're doing, you set that stop. You don't want to hold a bag on anything. Get in and get the hell out. Let me check the 200 moving average here. Yeah, we're finding a lot of resistance here at 12. Yeah. I know a guy in my live stream, he bought right at open, and he was like, should I sell? And I'm like, no reason to sell yet. Just wait and see how it closes today. Because if it does close above 12, that would be bullish. If it closes under 12, I would be careful because then it could start coming down, right? We know things can't go up forever and they can't go down forever. So that's why you want to buy cheap, buy dips. Oh my God, Sybil is up 11%. The hell? Is that ready to break out too? Anyways, ONDS. Let me look at the weekly. I keep forgetting to look at the higher time frames. Wow. Whoa. ONDS, look at that. Wow. It's still inside this channel. What the hell? I mean, I can micro adjust it all I want, but ultimately it's inside a channel. It's inside a channel on the weekly time frame. So if this is going to move back to the top of the channel, it should go to 15, but that again, on the shorter time frame, it has to hold up above 12 today. So look for that. Look at that beautiful channel. Very obvious. Yeah. All right. Let me look at the monthly here. Yeah, you like stock. You have to love stocks that are obvious, right? If it's obvious, it's easy, right? I mean, think about that for what I just said. If a girl makes it obvious that she wants the you know what, it's pretty easy, right? Because it's so obvious. Isn't that shocking? Now, when they try to play the game of hey, chase me, then I guess depends on what kind of guy you are. But I usually just walk away from those. Like, get the hell out of here. I'm not gonna play this chasing game. Get the hell out of here with your. What are we? 12? What is this? We're not in high school or middle school. Get the hell out of here with that. I had to use that analogy. I don't know. I couldn't think of anything else. Monthly time frame. Yeah. So I think I said this last time. Red candle is usually followed by green, red candle, green, red candle, green. 3 months of green coming. Right? Isn't that interesting? Ever since we bottomed out down here at 50 cents, anytime we get a red month, it's followed by a lot of green months. Red month, green months. Red month, green months to come? That's what I'm asking you. What do you think? That's the pattern I'm seeing. This is why I'm saying if you want to chase the breakout, I wouldn't blame you. I might chase the breakout. I mean, I already chased the breakout today and I made it, a quick money. But that's about it. Palantir leaps also. Holy shit, Palantir leaps are going to print. Quarterly time frame. Guys, I'm very excited. I think the bottom is in on the markets. That's why I'm excited today. That's why I got energy today. I'm very happy because my leaps are printing. That's why. ONDS quarterly time frame. Look at that. 1 quarter through 4 green quarters in a row. That's a whole green year, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is I think this is going to go to 20 in the future based on how it's moving, at least on all the big once you look at the big picture. Yeah. Again, don't I'm just some guy in my room. I could be wrong, but I'm seeing a lot of bullish patterns overall on all the time frames. Everything's pumping, everything's moving up. A lot of people thought today was going to be big red. Nope, buyers are showing up. I think the bottom is in, and maybe I'm wrong, but I think the bottom is in. We'll come back to this video in the future, but I think the bottom is in.